Okay, so I've taken your visualization, I've just went ahead and expanded it to full screen so we can have a better look at it. So what we have over here, let me pull this, push this back a little bit. This right here, this section is a visualization of the base terms, the original terms that you sent me in the email yesterday. So contingency, indifference, self-determination, and volition. So that's what we have here. It's just these terms mapped out, and you can see that it's very clean. Volition, self-determination, indifference, contingency. Just 4 terms there, and then you can see how these terms kind of co-occur. So like in this, on these nodes here, you will have the occurrence of volition and self-determination. So, you know, you would go to page 238 of volume 1, or page 331, or page 173. So self-determination and volition are going to co-occur. You'll find them both on those pages. And then you have, indifference and volition. And so they will occur right here. And in this particular page, you will have volition, self-determination, and indifference. So because you see the 3 lines connecting. So these 3 words meet on this page. So let me zoom back and let's go over here. Now this is very helpful, but my idea of the value of this project of mapping Edwards is to go beyond. Because there are many times that Edwards speaks of volition, but he uses, a variety of, or variations of the term. So let's go over here. Now we have over here in this visualization, the selected terms as before, but with all variations as they occur in works of Jonathan Edwards 1 through 26. So you have contingents, contingencies, contingency, contingent, contingently, and likewise indifference, indifferency, indifferent, indifferently, and then the variations on self-determination, self-determinate, self-determination, self-determined, self-determining, and then volition, volitions, and volitive. So, and so you can see that you're going to get a lot more information here. So like you have contingent, contingents, contingency, volitions occurring in this little grouping. You have variations on indifference occurring here, indifferently occurring right here, and indifferently connected right here to contingent. So if you look at these terms right here, and self-determination also. So you have self-determination, contingents, and indifference occurring in this grouping right in here. And so the key to understanding what's on these little nodes with a volume and page, it kind of matches in this graph anyway, in this visualization, it pretty much goes along with the color. So you have this kind of tan, dark tan. You see the nodes have a matching. Now you have a dark tan node here where self-determination is connected with contingent. So we will find that right there, 2 lines coming from this node. So it's a matter of kind of reading the lines and reading in between the lines and just kind of this is just a very kind of tree-like organic reading of Edwards, a meta reading, if you will. So let's get down to business here. Let's look at this. And let's look at the initial graph that I created. And let's look at this. Volition, contingency. Well, these two terms occur together or occur on the same page in this node. You have two lines. They meet up here. Volume 18, page 197. So let's look at this. Let's open up the Yale Edwards Online, clicking the third icon, the open book, and the browser will pop up. And you'll have to make sure that snap the browser to the left and the visualization to the right and so on. You just want it neatly placed. But when you click on that icon, it brings up this page. Now what we need to do here is pull this over to this side and click on that. And then here we go. We have got, we're getting close here. We're wanting to look at 18,197, and we're looking at volition and contingency, those two terms. So 18,197. And so let's scroll here, volume 18. Now on the phone we talked about that this particular feature right here, the jump to page number, it does not work. It will throw an error page when you try to do that. If I just typed in go to page 197 jump, it's not going to work. But there is kind of a workaround. And so what we can do is we know that volition and contingency occurs on page 197. So let's just search for those terms. Let's just search for volition. V-O-L-I-T-I-O-N. And we're searching for this in volume 18. And here's page 197. So 18,197, 18,197. Let me click on this page. And we have volition right here at the bottom. And let's look through here. This is page 197. Okay. And we have volition here. Okay. Here is contingency. So, talking about contingency of will and talking about volition or the act of the will, we have hit the jackpot right here. So we want to, let's say we want to copy a portion of this and add this to this visualization here. So we click over here and we hit the delete button on the keyboard, and then let's say we want to get this section right here. So we highlight it and hold down the mouse button and drag it over here, and then release and drop. And there you go. So what you have now is a graph that shows volition, shows contingency, shows the volume and page number right here. Zoom in a little bit on that. And the quote at the bottom. So at this point, let's say this is nice. We like how this looks. The quote is just right. We have the reference, and we want to save this, and we want to save it. We want to put it on line or something like that. So anyway, let's just hit, what we do to save a snapshot is press the tab button one time on the keyboard. So I'm going to do that right now. You can't see me, but I'm going to do it. Okay, I've done it. And to prove that I've done it, let's go down here and let's look at, our folder structure, and we were in visualizations, let's look in snapshots. Oh, there's a snapshot right there. It's got time and date on it, so you know exactly, you'll know exactly when you took it. Let's double click on it and open it up in our image editor to get a closer look at it. And here we go. This is an image, a snapshot of the graph that we had in JE Viewer. And this could be posted in a Word document, or you could put it online, or send it through an email, or just create a series of these as you are working through a graph, finding points of interest, looking it up, copying the quote to the bottom. Now, whenever you copy the quote to the bottom and hit the snapshot, also in the notes, there's a notes folder, and in the folder structure, and the notes will actually save the text here also. So you'll have a text document. It's saved not only in visual form, but in an editable text document, and the time and dates are synced up between image and text in the saved files, so that you'll know which ones match together. So it's I've made it very, very helpful like that. Okay, I'm going to pause right now, and we're going to wrap this up. Here is your visualization, your selected terms with all the variations. This should be easily demonstratable to anybody that you're wanting to show it to in class or otherwise. And then you have, some features up here in the icons. This right here, when I click on A+, it will make the text larger at the bottom, or it will reduce it. If you want to increase the size, zoom in up here just by clicking, or zoom out, you can click these magnifying buttons, or you can hit the one-to-one reset, and it'll take it back. And then there are some lighting features that I've included. You can have some lamp action going on. And then say that there's a region that you want to highlight. You draw a circle around it, and so you'll know exactly where the focal point is. And that is all of these actions, all of these features are available. The instructions are available by pressing the F12 button at the top of your keyboard. So I've spoken about that earlier, but I'm going to do it again. Press F12, and you have some basic instructions here. And to dismiss this little screen, press F12 again, and you're back in business. And I think that's all that I need to show you right now. I will make some tutorial videos that explain each feature per video, so it'll be a little bite-sized 3-minute nugget type things. This cloud with the arrow down, this will be the button that you click to bring up the visualization library in the future, where you're able to download visualizations to your computer as that library grows. This button here, I believe, will take you to like a help page that I will flesh out. And yeah, and so this button will load up pre-made files, text files. Say you have some blurbs that you have gathered, quotes, and if you open this, it will be looking for it will take you to notes. That's where you want to go, or no, prepared notes. And yeah, so I don't even know what this is, but I'm gonna open that up. Yeah, okay, here, and it loaded a new note down in the bottom. And this was something that I had saved earlier. So I think this is all I'm going to show you for this time, and in the future I will put some videos up, and I think that should all be good and helpful. At least I hope it is.